Jurgen Klopp's young-looking Liverpool team went and beat MK Dons by 2-0 tonight to qualify to the next round of the Carabao Cup. We're awaiting the draw live as we speak. Welcome back to everybody. Thank you so much if you joined us for the watch-along earlier on. I hope you enjoyed it. I think it was a thoroughly good performance from Jurgen Klopp's young red side. Yes, there was a little few, shall we say, established players in there. James Milner in there, Lallana in there. But these are players who, you know, probably wouldn't be looking to play against Sheffield United on Saturday. So it was a risk by Jurgen Klopp by not having any of the big boys on the bench. But you know what? Those young guys didn't let them down at all tonight, and they weren't needed. Outstanding performances from Curtis Jones, Harvey Elliott. Ryan Brewster was quiet enough, but you know, we still got into the right positions. James Milner was excellent. There's so much for us to get through. We'll talk about the draw as well when that takes place. I'll give it to you guys live. It hasn't started yet. As we stand, what is it? 1-1 as things stand with Man United and Rochdale. There's still time to go in that game. That was a later kickoff. I'll go through the results as well for you guys a little bit later on. Chelsea absolutely walking it at home, 7-1. Oxford United beat West Ham by 4-0, which is a massive shock. Wolves had actually conceded a very late equaliser against Reading in that game as well. They were 1-0 up. So much to get through, ladies and gents. So much to get through. What have we got? 16-year-old scored for Rochdale. Nice. Our 16-year-old tonight, Harvey Elliott, put in a great shift as well for Liverpool. Hit the crossbar twice in one game. How unlucky can you be? Debbie Dooley's in. How are you? Liz, welcome as well. Liama, how are you? Welcome. United won, Rochdale won. United fans are clowns, said 50,000 with no videos. Look, they get overexcited. I know, they get overexcited, they get over upset. I don't know. What have we got? 3-3 sudden death in the under 21, straight to penalties for United. I'm trying to keep things. There's so much going on at once here, ladies and gents, in this post-match stream. The United game is still going on. The Liverpool under 21s are in a penalty shootout as this stand against Fleetwood in the EFL Cup. There's still games going on in tonight's action. I'm watching the replays here. I'm waiting for the draw. I'm almost overwhelmed with what's going on, but I'm going to try and calm down and relax and let you guys enjoy the post-match show. Give me your thoughts on the game, ladies and gents. When the draw starts, I'll take you through it as it happens. Anyone asking about the United game? In this round, there's no extra time in the Carabao Cup, and these go straight to penalty shootout. United should win on penalties, but you never know. Look, Spurs last night lost to Colchester on penalties. When is this live? Right now, mate. We are live. Do you know what I mean? No extra time in the League Cup anymore, said Brian, which is a good shout. Just watching the clips here from the game as well as the stand. I'm watching Sky's highlights. Harvey Elliott so unlucky not to score. The under 21s lost to Fleetwood. Unlucky to them on penalty shootouts. The stream only came live now, which is very odd. That is odd. How are we only starting now? Are we all live though? We'll start this again. We'll do a reintroduction. Welcome. Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool beat MK Dons by 2-0 to qualify for the next round of the Carabao Cup. For some reason this stream delayed started and went a bit dodgy or a bit late. But look, we are here now. The under 21s unfortunately lost to Fleetwood on penalties by the looks of it. United game 1-1 as things stand. Lots of massive results tonight. Chelsea won 7-1. West Ham lost 4-0 away. As we sit, we're awaiting the draw for the next round of the Carabao Cup. It's nice that Liverpool are in the draw this time, isn't it? What else we got? Everybody else, we all okay for everybody? We're all on. YouTube a little bit buggy, said Connor. Lone Wolf, we're all back. Good. We're good to go. Nice one. Yeah, a lot of people, there was a bug with YouTube there. I don't know what's going on, but we're live now, so we'll get straight to it. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to know your thoughts on the game. I want to know who your man of the match was. Sky gave it to Curtis Jones. I find it very hard to disagree with them. I thought he was excellent tonight. DCB has moved to England from from Glasgow, mate. I hope you're settling well and I hope life's treating you well, mate. Lone Wolf, how are you, mate? Welcome. I'm so happy for Queevy Kelleher as well tonight, ladies and gents. Keeping a clean sheet, which will be a massive boost to his confidence as well. Harvey Elliott was excellent, said Connor as well. He was. Man United game, is it gone to penalties? I don't know as things stand, mate. I'm waiting for updates on it. Craig, I've got a saying, it's Liverpool forever, City in the river, said Gamer Guy. I'll take anything that bigs up Liverpool, buddy. Honey Bunny said Lovren man of the match. Not for me, personally. Everyone's entitled to their own opinions. I thought Lovren was better in the second half than in the first. I thought he made a few errors in the first half, but look, we kept a clean sheet. You cannot argue with a clean sheet. Ferno said, I thought Chiravella did very well when he came on. I agree, mate. You looked very bright. Looked like he wanted to get involved in the game. I can't listen to it now, but Kloppo's there now doing a post-match interview with the guys on Sky. Extra time still. There's no extra time. Sorry, injury time it must be, Flair. There's no extra time in United's game. It will go to penalties if it's a draw at the end of 90. Liverpool fan said, "Hey Craig, remember me from yesterday when I called you Mark?" Yes, mate. Welcome. Great to have you back. Happily Egg said, "Laugh if Rashford misses." Look, it'll be hilarious. If United get knocked out, whether it be on penalties or not, it will be funny. Even if they get through on penalties, it's still not great for them, is it? And we love to see it as Liverpool fans. But fuck United. This isn't about United. This is about the mighty Reds, the real Reds, Liverpool. Let's give me your thoughts on the game. Do you agree with Sky Curtis Jones, man of the match? I'm waiting for the draw as well here to take place so I can keep you guys up to date with that. Gonna watch Goldridge's reaction to the penalty, said Ted. I don't blame you, mate, but keep us open as well. Do you know what I mean? Open a second browser. Thought Chiravera did very well when he came on, said Furno. Millie deserved man of the match today. Elliott and Jones were excellent, said Stig Blom Anderson. I agree with everything that you've said there, mate. I would give it to Elliott, or Jones, sorry, for man of the match, but James Milner was sensational. He was everywhere today. Harvey Elliott, so unlucky not to score. Put in an amazing shift, covered every inch of the pitch. I just thought Curtis Jones was outstanding, and to think that Curtis Jones is 18 years of age and Harvey Elliott's 16 years of age, it's crazy how young they are and what their future holds. Paul Greaves, how are you, mate? Welcome back. Scotty reckons Curtis Jones man of the match. Liz reckons Milner man of the match. I can totally understand any shouts for James Milner as well. He was sensational today. He was involved in most good things that Liverpool did in that game. Lone Wolf said Liverpool win today, best birthday gift. Happy birthday to you, my friend. You're the same as me, a Virgo. It was my birthday on the 11th of September, mate. It's your birthday today. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Lone Wolf, said Stig as well. Keanu Hoover is a god. Is it Zion? Yeah, what a goal. I mean, what a goal from Keanu Hoover. Yes, it was great work on the left-hand side by James Milner. Put in a fantastic cross, but Keanu Hoover's run and leap was timed perfectly. Got in between two defenders, got his head on it, gave the keeper no chance. That was the finish of somebody who is in good form, somebody who's full of confidence. And nothing but love. It was absolutely brilliant. And Milner's goal, a little bit of luck to it, but you know what, as I say before, if you don't buy a ticket, you can't win the fucking raffle. And James Milner took his strike, goalkeeper fumbled it, and it went in. It's exactly what we wanted to happen tonight. A confidence boosting performance for Jurgen Klopp's young Reds. A clean sheet. No injuries that I'm aware of. It's just massive W's. Dubs all over the shop tonight for the Reds. Hoover's new name is Dyson, said Dave. I was wondering how long before we had a Hoover/Dyson joke. And of course it was going to come from our friend Dave. Brewster a little disappointing today. It wasn't his day. I think it's fair to say it wasn't his day. With Ryan Brewster, he's a centre forward, so he may not always be involved in the game. He's not a Bobby Firmino. He's not going to do what Firmino does, but he will get himself into the right positions to score, and he'll continue to do so, and it's a good learning experience for Brewster. There's no doubt in my mind Ryan Brewster's going to be a superstar, as is Harvey Elliott. 16 years of age, and to put in that level of performance. I've probably gone over this so many times, but at 16 years of age, away from home, to go and put in that level of performance again, absolutely outstanding. What is this? 1-1 between United and Rochdale still, said Patrick. PSG are getting beat 2-0. What's going on? PSG a shambles. Barcelona not great at the minute. Real Madrid not great at the minute. The Reds are fucking mustard though, and that's the important thing. Is Harvey Elliott a winger? Yes, LFC gamer. He was playing tonight off the right hand side. Mo Salah's favourite side, cutting inside onto his right foot for a strike to hit the crossbar as well in the second half, which he did everything right, just so unlucky, a matter of inches. Gamer Guy said, if Manchester United get beat on penalties, I'm not paying £185 to watch them get thumped by Wolves, said Gamer Guy. Smells of 7, said Sig Blom Anderson. Gone to penalties at Old Trafford, said Christine Nolan. Are they showing it anywhere? You think they might show the old penalty shootout, wouldn't you? I'm going to flick through, see if I can't find the penalty shootout somewhere. Maybe Sky Sports News or something are showing it. Let's see. Yes, they're showing the crowd at Old Trafford. It'll be interesting to show if they go to penalties. It's definitely gone to penalties anyway, because I'm getting a live feed of it here from Sky Sports News. So it is gone to penalties. United at home. 1-1 against Rochdale. Oh, that's sort of a local derby, isn't it? Rochdale United. Can you do a watch along for the penalties? Yeah, I'm doing it here now, mate. I will talk you through them as they happen. Unfortunately for the Reds under 21s, they lost tonight at Fleetwood on penalties in the EFL Cup. No disgrace in that whatsoever, particularly because so many of those young Reds were playing tonight for the senior team. Wolves have gone to penalties against Reading as well. Actually, they've beaten Reading 4-2 on penalties, so Wolves progress to the next round. Very late equaliser for Reading in that game. Wolves looked like they were going to see it out 1-0. Paul Grieve said, Craig, if they get beat, Ole will get sacked. I don't know if they will. I don't know how long. There was talk about Allegri being lined up for the Manchester United job, but I want him to leave fucking Ole. He's going to soldier in there as long as possible and let this shambles continue. I think they're waiting for the draw for the penalty shootouts to be finished, mate, before they go ahead with the draw. So it doesn't matter. I'm going to stay live right the way through, so don't you worry about it. We'll do the draw. We'll watch the penalties, or we'll talk through the penalties. We'll react to the game. We'll stay on here till 11 o'clock or so. Don't you worry about that. I'm in no rush. I've got nowhere to be. Nowhere I'd rather be than here with you wonderful people. Well, we've got a little bit of time to kill. Again, I want to give a shout out to Football Index, who we're working with this season. We have a special with Football Index. If you bet £20 or €20, you will get €20 or £20 free. Bet 20, get 20. What an offer from Football Index. Football Index is a great platform, and by signing up you're going to help to support the channel and keep the channel going. We do everything on here for free. We don't have super chats anymore, no ads, anything like that. Football Index is a gambling product. It is for 18 plus for UK and Irish residents only, but there is a link in the description below. If you click on that link, it will bring you to a landing page which will give you our logo to let you know you're on the right page, and it will talk you through the sign up process step by step by step. And it's really straightforward. So if you're going to give Football Index a go anyway, why not do it? Deposit 20, get 20 free, and help the channel at the same time. There is a link in the description below. Thank you very much for that one. BeGambleAware.org is there for anyone who has any issues around gaming. Now, back to this. Still waiting for the penalty shootout to start at Old Trafford, so I'll keep you up to date on that one as well. Kevla's in the hoose as well. Kev, how are you, buddy? Link in there for Serendipity Furniture. Kev's put it in the chat. Serendipity make this throne. That's what I call it. It's a throne. That's what I'm sitting on here. This absolutely wonderful, wonderful chair. And by mentioning Anfield Agenda on there, they'll give you 150% or 150%, £150 off the cost of this chair, or maybe they'll give you a discount, as Kev said, at 10% on any other chair that you might like, or any other piece of furniture on their store. I can't give you anything but good reviews about my work with Serendipity Furniture. They made this chair. They kept me up to date every step of the process. They let me have as much input as I wanted, and the finished product is unbelievable. But anyway, penalties about to take place here at Old Trafford, and I'm going to keep you up to date with what's going on there as well. Liam O'Connor said, was watching your Origi goal reaction against Everton. It's my favourite one, mate, of all the ones that we've done. It's probably my favourite goal reaction. The Barcelona game was mental, but that single goal reaction was a good laugh. If you're enjoying the stream, ladies and gents, don't forget to hit the subscribe button as well. YouTube have changed the way the numbers are allocated, basically, so you won't see every single number going up. It only goes up in hundreds now, basically, for us. So the next time it'll show to 22.7, 22.8, so on and so forth. So if you're enjoying the stream, hit that subscribe button, turn notifications on. Penalties about to take place here at Old Trafford. Juan Mata stepping up first for Manchester United, and I'll talk you guys through it. A bit of a delay here going on. Maybe the keeper's playing a few mind games, I don't know. Right, keeper's stepping in between the posts now. United against Rochdale, 1-1 in the League Cup at Old Trafford as well. Madness. Right, Juan Mata, first penalty for Manchester United. Mata steps up. Mata scores. 1-0 to United. Puts the keeper the wrong way. Sends it into the keeper's bottom right hand corner. Mata's bottom left hand corner. 1-0 to United. Mata turns round, claps to the fans, and Rochdale step up now for their first penalty. Diet Coke definitely rules, Max. Definitely. Diet Coke and Kyo's all the way. I actually brought Kyo's all the way over from Ireland to Dave in Florida. And some Tato as well, but it was all about the Kyo's. Anyway, Rochdale's first penalty now. Steps up. Scores right in the bottom corner. Romero went the right way, but it was a good penalty right into the bottom corner. 1-1. Right, next up for United. Penalty numero 2-0. So I don't know. Dose, is it? I don't know. Anyway, penalty. United step up. 1-1 after the first penalty. Second penalty now about to take place. Good penalty. Dispatched well. Is it Andreas on the back of the shirt, number 15 for United? Yeah, very good penalty. Puts the keeper the wrong way. Calm as you like. 2-1 to United. Rochdale's next player steps up. Come on, Rochdale. Hey, Craig. Hope you're good. I'm very good. Thank you, Finn, mate. Thanks for making me happy every stream. Love your videos. Love you, man. Love you too, Finn, mate. Thank you very much. Right, second penalty for Rochdale. He doesn't look confident to me. And it's saved. Romero gets down and saves it. It wasn't a great penalty. I called it before he struck it. He did not look confident to me. So United edge ahead in the penalty shootout. Yeah, he fucking bobbled it into the ground. It was an awful penalty. Fred stepping forward now for United for the third penalty. Right, here we go. Fred steps up. Good penalty. Keeper went the right way, but it was right into the bottom corner. 3 out of 3 for Manchester United. Rochdale have missed their second one. They're about to take their third. No chance for the keeper with that. It was a very good penalty from Fred, to be fair. Hate to say it like, but it was. Right, third penalty for Rochdale. Again, you can see nerves in the face of these Rochdale players. Obviously, it's a massive occasion for them at Old Trafford. Short run up this time. Lovely penalty. Gave the keeper the eyes, sends him the wrong way. Well done, young Morley. Good penalty. United still with that advantage after Rochdale missing their second one. 3 penalties taken each. United leading by 3-2. Right, here we go. Penalty number 4. I think it's Mason Greenwood stepping forward to take United's 4th penalty. You'd back him to score. Young man full of confidence. And he does. Puts the keeper the wrong way. 4 out of 4 for United. United score the 5th. They're through. Rochdale missed this. United they're through. Pressure. Solskjaer sitting there looking like a worried little pixie. As he should be, because his club are fucking shambles, which is great to see. Right, Rochdale's 4th penalty. He's got to score this or it's over. Scores, sends the keeper the wrong way. Good penalty, good composure. Right, if United score the 5th, that'll be 5 out of 5 and that'll be game, set and match. Can the Rochdale keeper pull out some heronomics? Daniel James stepping forward. I hate to say this, but he looks like a very good player. He looks like a very, very good player. Oh, James scores. United are true. 5 out of 5 for United. I mean, you can't argue with that. Wasn't a great penalty, to be fair, but he scored. That's all that matters. Solskjaer has a little smile on his face, and Manchester United scraped through after a penalty shootout to the draw, which will take place now in a second. Eric said, doesn't matter if United win. Still a crap result. Still a shit season. Yes, it is. But they are through. And do you know what? What's the odds? Are we going to get them? Give me your predictions. Who are Liverpool getting in the draw, which we're going to cover now in a couple of minutes when that goes live. So yeah, give me your predictions. Who are Liverpool getting in the next round? I don't know who to predict. I don't know who to predict Liverpool to get, but I want your thoughts. How far could this Liverpool team progress in the Cup if they keep the same side, said John. I don't know, mate. It depends home or away draws. It is a difficult question, yeah. Daffyd reckons we're going to get Manchester City. A home to Oxford reckons somebody with a phone number by the looks of it. I'm not even going to call it out in case it is a number. Honey Bunny reckons getting United in the draw. That's what I said to somebody earlier on. Messing. Home tie, please, said Eric. Yes, I want a home tie as well. Obviously, for those people who are in the sorry, I'm distracted by Sky Sports here. I want a home draw as well for those who are in the Auto Cup scheme, so they can get an extra game to go and watch as well. John Hill reckons United. Kingsley reckons Chelsea. Craig, would you support a team dedicated to Diet Coke? Well, I support Liverpool, mate, and that's never going to change, but I do fucking love Diet Coke, mate. I'm not going to lie, as you know. Liverpool get United at home, reckons Brad. United would be great, said Ted Hutton. Please spare a thought for United, said Joe. They're rebuilding, mate. They are where we were maybe 7 or 8 years ago. I mean, as Dave Farwell says to me, football is cyclical, and United are in the rebuilding process at the minute, and we're further along in the development, which is great from our point of view, and long may that continue. Paul Greaves reckons we're going to get United or Everton. Oxford away, reckons Lewis. Is it Louis or Lewis? Carroll, excuse me, mate, forgot that wrong. And still waiting for the draw, mate. They were waiting for the penalty shootout to finish in the United game. Now they've gone to an ad, and then they'll be back with the draw. I'm just going to flick back to make sure I have the right channels on so we can get that draw. There's just ads on at the minute. As soon as the ads are over, we'll go to the draw, and I'll talk you guys through it. Man City at home, reckons Alex Rodriguez. We're building skyscrapers and they're still building mud huts, said Garrett. I love it, mate. City will be given Watford, said Scott Kemp. No rebuilding going on at United. They're in free fall, said Craig Weston. I'm trying to be politically correct, Craig, but I fucking love seeing them in a shambles, mate. I'm not going to lie. Sean said, love the hoodie, Craig. Looks top notch. Thank you, mate. Again, from the official club store. Go on there, check it out. I think it was £50, if my memory serves me correct. City will face the beasts, said Finn Cavada. Why do you think Shaqiri's not getting involved? I don't know, mate. I mean, he has a knock tonight, which is why he wasn't in the squad, I believe. But I've no idea. It's just, if I gave you a reason, I'd be completely guessing. And I don't want to give you false information, mate. What channel is the draw? I think it's on both Sky Sports News, I think, and Sky Sports Main Event. I think it's on both. Random Boy reckons a Manchester Derby in the next round of the Cup. That would be interesting for them, wouldn't it? Subi reckoned, hi Craig, I think Harvey Elliott has a great future along with the rest of the young guns. Totally agree, Subi. He was excellent tonight. But I very rarely agree with Sky on their man of the match. But to give it to Curtis Jones tonight, I did think was spot on. So that's who my man of the match was. I'm just flicking through to make sure we don't miss this draw. For those watching this on playback or watching this on repeat later on, all of this was live. We're going through the penalty shootout. We're waiting for the draw of the next round. Ace Governor said, I was at work just seeing this. What the fuck, Liverpool, you never walk alone. Welcome, mate. Welcome great to have you with us. I'm buzzing. I'm so happy those young Reds put in that shift tonight and went through. Clean sheet for Queevy and Kelleher. Joe Gomez looked good coming back. Keanu Hoover at right back got himself a goal as well. Milner at left back was everywhere, covered every inch of the pitch. Harvey Elliott was fantastic. Curtis Jones, absolutely sensational. Minutes under the belt for Naby Keita. He played an hour as well on his way back from an injury. There's just so many positives to take from tonight. The draw is taking place now in the second press, mate. We're just waiting for Sky to go through the formalities of the ads and all that stuff. Curtis Jones was man of the match, Prez. I mean, you can argue about it all you want with me, but 100% it was Curtis Jones. If you don't think it wasn't, that's your opinion. That's sound, mate. But it was definitely given to Curtis Jones on television without fucking doubt in my mind, mate. Kev said, I don't want Wolves again. Boring fixture. Are you in the Auto Cup scheme, Kev? So are you on for a home draw here? Are you on for a ticket if you get one? Kelleher was sensational in the second half, says Random Boy. Yeah, he was, and I'm so happy for him as a fellow Irishman. As a part of the goalkeepers union back in the old day, I'm delighted for Queevy and Kelleher. Didn't put a foot wrong, made a vital save or two. Distribution looked sound. He looked full of confidence. Delighted for him. I hope he get an easy draw. Want the youth to get a chance. We're still waiting for this draw. It keeps saying EFL draw coming up. I'm waiting the same as you guys. Craig got me water and me Caramac. I haven't had one of those in years, gaming guy. I didn't even know they still made Caramac bars. Jesus. Thank you. Loads of people keep asking me about this hoodie. It's really weird because it's one of those things that's on the official club store, but it doesn't look great on there. Whatever the image they use doesn't do it justice, but it is on there. And just to show you, it's part of the training range. Oh, wrong side. As you can see, it has the AXA here as well on it. So, yeah, have a look on the club site. It is on there. I think it's £50, something like that. Lallana was great tonight again, said Lone Wolf. I thought he was decent enough, yeah. He looked quite sharp. Playing in the 6 tonight in that deeper midfield role. Again, they're just showing highlights here of the United game while we're just waiting for the draw to take place. Just hurry up and give us the draw, please. Chelsea 7, Grimsby 1. Yeah, let me run through the scores for everybody. Just so if a couple of people missed, let me run through the scores from tonight's game. Right, so tonight we had Brighton were beaten 3-1 at home by Aston Villa. Burton Albion knocked out Bournemouth by 2-0. Chelsea hammered Grimsby by 7-1. The Reds, of course, went and beat MK Dons 2-0. Oxford United 4, West Ham zip. 4-0 for Oxford United there. Sheffield United lost at home to Sunderland, so that's a great result for Sunderland. Wolves went through on penalties after a 1-1 draw against Reading, and Manchester United went through on penalties after a 1-1 draw against Rochdale. Other results tonight: Real Madrid beat Osasuna by 2-0. What have we got? Inter Milan won 1-0 at Lazio, or home against Lazio. I'm just flicking through, see if there's anything to kill a minute or two while we're waiting for this draw. What have we got? The Young Reds were beaten in the EFL Cup as well on penalties, unfortunately. Ridiculous, I think. What was it? It was some 14-13 or something like that on penalties, I think somebody said. Like, really, really long penalty shootout. What have we got? To be fair to West Ham, they made 9 changes from the weekend. Yeah, but we made a fucking lot of changes as well, Bassett, to be fair, buddy, and we absolutely strolled through today. Thank you, Carl Joseph, said top channel, really appreciate that. The draw is now, said Prez. Yep, just waiting for it. Right, here we go. 4th round draw, Everton against Watford. First one out. Villa are out now. So first game out was Everton and Watford. Second game, Aston Villa against Wolves. Aston Villa against Wolves is the second game. I won my accumulator, Scotty, by the way. Thank you very much. Manchester City are the next team out. Manchester City with a home draw. And Manchester City will play Southampton. Manchester City at home to Southampton in the 4th round of the Carabao Cup. Next team out of the draw, Burton Albion. Burton Albion with a good 2-0 win at home against Bournemouth tonight. Leicester City. Burton will be playing Leicester City. Shout out to Boya. I'm sure you'll be happy enough with that one, mate. Crawley Town. Crawley are the next team out. Colchester. Crawley will play Colchester. Colchester, of course, I think knocked out Spurs, if my memory serves me correct. Right, Chelsea. Chelsea, the next team out of the draw. A couple of people predicted a Liverpool draw here against Chelsea. Next one out. United. Chelsea against Manchester United at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea versus United against Stamford Bridge. I can nearly hear Mark from here. Shout out to Mark as well. You know I like Goldbridge. Oxford United, next team out. Sunderland. Oxford against Sunderland. Liverpool, home draw. Kev, you'd be delighted with that one. Liverpool. Liverpool are home against Arsenal. Liverpool, Arsenal at Anfield. Difficult draw, that one. 2 massive games drawn in a row there. Chelsea United, now Liverpool Arsenal. Wow. So the draw is Everton Watford, Villa Wolves, Manchester City Southampton, Burton Leicester, Crawley Colchester, Chelsea United, Oxford Sunderland, and Liverpool against Arsenal. Arsenal spanking at Anfield confirmed. I don't care if we put the kids out. We're going through. I can almost smell it already. Delighted. Oh, do you know what? I'll take it. I'll take that. Liverpool at home against Arsenal. I'm not sure how strong a team we'll put out. I'm not sure how strong a team Arsenal will put out. But you know what? It's an interesting tie. And if you're going to have one of those type of games, you want it at home. And it's Arsenal. So we'll do what we usually do, which is beat Arsenal. That's my opinion. But I'm biased. Of course I'm going to be biased. What are your thoughts on the draw, ladies and gents? Chelsea United, interesting one there as well. At Stamford Bridge. And then Liverpool at home against Arsenal. So, of course, Manchester City get the usual handy draw. I can't even remember who they were drawn against, but they're at home against somebody fairly straightforward. Paul Greaves said, don't think we'll play the kids against Arsenal. It depends, I suppose, mate, when the game is and when it falls between and what our injury situation is like. Soldier 1 says, grand Craigie. It's not the worst. I mean, you would have wanted an easier draw, but Kingsley said, you should be a commentator because you're very good. Thank you so much, my friend. That's really kind of you. Thomas Caulfield's just happy we got a home draw. Southampton, there you go, said Fun Elite Gaming. Relax, lads, it's Arsenal, said Media Centre Man. Yeah, look, I'm happy enough with that. I mean, you could have got an easier one, but Arsenal at home, as long as you're at home, you're happy enough, I think, aren't you? And I'm delighted for people that are in the Auto Cup scheme as well, that will get a chance to go to that game now, so happy enough. Chelsea Southampton, or City Southampton, excuse me, said Kevin and a few others. Thank you for letting me know. You'd imagine City go through there, but Southampton, you never know, they might go strong and City might go weak, so we'll wait and see. But either way, the Reds are progressed. The Reds are going to be playing Arsenal at home. Let's get back to tonight's match as well. 2-0 win, nice comfortable win. I was delighted to see Klopp went with a young team. And for those joining, I'll run through what team we went with again. We had Queevy Kelleher in goal, Keanu Hoover at right back, Joe Gomez and Dejan Lovren with a centre-back pairing today. Milner was at left-back. Naby Keita, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain and Adam Lallana with a midfield trio. Well, actually, Curtis Jones was in there as well. Harvey Elliott and Ryan Brewster. What do you think? Happy enough? I mean, you got to be. 2-0 away from home. Clean sheet. Queevy and Kelleher. There's nothing but positives for me tonight, ladies and gents. United lol, said Ace Governor. I'm crying with laughter. Screw him. Screw him, he says. I love it. Arsenal will be hard, said Prez. Yeah, I mean, even if both teams go with the young players, Arsenal have good young players. But it's Arsenal, mate. At home. We usually beat Arsenal at home. But at the end of the day, we've gotten through. We take one game at a time. Anyone know when the fixtures are going to be? Anyone have they given out dates yet, roughly, when that game's going to take place? Grimbo Jimbo said, Craig, good job on tonight, mate. See you next time. Thank you, mate. Pleasure as always. Kev, you're in Norfolk on a caravan holiday. Norfolk and way, Kev. Norfolk and way. Caravan holiday. Nice. I hope you've got a good time, Kev. I hope you enjoy it. We always beat Arsenal, said Domestic Butler. Harvey Elliott was awesome, said Kingsley. He was. Anybody disagree with Curtis Jones as man of the match? Let me know in the chat who you picked. Middle of October, said Casper. Thank you, mate. Appreciate that. How middle? I'm away in October. I think I'm away for the international break, though, so it should be alright. Finn said it's Arsenal. It's going to be a mid-average game. Curtis Dalton said, we done okay tonight, Craig. Not bad for a lot of kids in the team. I do feel Alana is running out of time with the Reds, though. Callum Talks Prem said, Craig, who did United get? Chelsea away, Callum. They're away to Chelsea in the fourth round. Media Centre Man liked Elliott's performance. Harvey Elliott was outstanding. Scary to think he's 16 years of age, mate, and he can put in that level of performance. Curtis Jones, though, I mean, I don't know what else to say. He did everything. He was left, he was right, he was tracking back, he was winning stuff in midfield. And then, of course, Keanu Hoover to get his goal as well. I mean, absolutely delighted. Absolutely delighted. It was a wonderful ball in from Millie, but Keanu Hoover had a lot of work to do. Got between the two defenders and banged the header in top bins. Delighted for the young man. Gamer Guy said Kelleher was class in goal today. Didn't put a foot wrong, mate. And it's mad. We went from a situation when Allison picked up his injury and we were all nervous. Adrian coming in. Who do we have as backup? Lonergan's there. Kelleher. And everyone's doing a great job. It's brilliant, isn't it? Adrian has come in. Yes, he had a mistake early on, but after that he's been impeccable. Kelleher comes in tonight, gets given trust by Jurgen Klopp, doesn't make a mistake, doesn't do anything wrong. Sound. Love it. More of this, please. Keep this coming. Mark means I didn't get my notification. YouTube's acted a bit weird. I started and it took 2 minutes before the stream actually started, mate. So don't worry about it. But you're here with us now, Mark. Great to see you again. Liverpool 6 times, said Manchester United pathetic again. Yes, and long may that continue, sir. Long may that continue. Carl Joseph said, Craig, I'm all the way from South Africa, but always tune into your channel. Thank you. absolutely no need to thank me, Carl, mate. Thank you for taking the time to give us a watch, mate, and for your support. We really appreciate it. Curtis Jones, let me just reposition myself in my throne here from Serendipity Furniture. I think Curtis Jones might play in the next match, to be honest. He was class. I don't know, he won't play on Saturday in the league, but surely staked his place down for the cup competitions at least. He didn't put a foot wrong tonight. What's this said? Feck it anyway, we're going to lose to Chelsea. I'm a salty boy, said Audrey Foley. It's a difficult draw. Away to Chelsea in the Carabao Cup, and Chelsea, oh look at that, for Football Index, literally just popped up on the TV as I'm speaking. And while we're talking about Football Index, what a segue that was. Well done to Sky for giving me that segue. Anfield Agenda do have a special offer for subscribers with Football Index. If you bet £20, you will get £20. That's it, really straightforward. Sign up in the link in the description below. Use the code AA20. But if you do click on the link in the description below, that will bring you to a page that will explain everything. You'll see our logo on it. It will take you through step by step exactly what you have to do to get that £20 or €20 if you bet £20 or €20. It is for 18 plus UK and Irish residents only, but I've been using that product for a long time and I've been bigging it up for ages. It is basically, it's a stock market for footballers. You buy shares in footballers and those shares can increase or decrease depending on various things. It's all explained fully on that holding page, which is why I keep telling you to click that link below, and that will bring you direct to it and explain everything. It's really straightforward. You've got to be 18 plus or UK and Irish residents only. It is a gaming product or a gambling product. I've got to be very open about that one. And begambleaware.org is there for anybody who has ever had any issues around gambling. Now, back to the stream. Thoughts? What more? Look ahead to the Sheffield United game of the weekend. LFC go commentary. Lol needs more cursing, said Andrew Yo. Yeah, you can get cursing on here. Do you know what I mean? I'll give you all the cursing that you ever need. Who should start against Arsenal? Asked TH. Yeah, it's difficult. It's almost a game of brinkmanship, isn't it? Because you want to kind of see what Team Arsenal are putting out as well. I think we won't be a million miles away from what we've seen tonight. Maybe have one or two of the... It's a home game, so maybe have one or two of the big guys on the bench just in case we need to pull it out of the hat. But I think you'll see them stick with the younger players who didn't let themselves down or the club down at all tonight. Paul said, just going to make a frosty brew. Be right back. Carl, Domestic Butler, talk to you soon, mate. As always, pleasure to have you with us. An Arsenal fan got stabbed while waiting for the train to take him to the match yesterday. That's from Casper. Obviously, I don't have any confirmation on that, but I'm obviously taking Casper at his word, and I hope the person makes a speedy recovery. I hope the injuries aren't serious. I'm saying that if it's a stabbing, of course, it's a serious injury, but I hope it was not football related. I'm just sad it happened. You don't want to see or hear about these things happening, and I wish that Arsenal fan a speedy recovery. I sincerely do. Big Fred09 said full squad against Arsenal. I want VVD to start just to be safe, said Big Man Steve. Yeah, I mean, maybe Emre might be under some pressure to get some silverware in the cabinet, so maybe they'll go strong. Maybe they'll come to Anfield with a strong team. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. It is really intriguing, but having that home tie does help. Having it at home does help, because at least then if you do have your Salahs, your Firminos, your Van Dijks, even on the bench, they don't have to travel. Do you know what I mean? That is a massive difference. You can call me Carl John Hamilton. I'll stick to Carl, if that's alright, mate. I did wonder whether it was a C or K. I couldn't remember, which is why I keep saying mate and pal when we respond on WhatsApp, because I'm awful at remembering if people spell their Carls with a C or a K. Ace Governor said, I'm coming to Anfield on the 9th for the City game. Where the hell can I see you, troublemakers? If anybody wants, there you go. Ace Governor said, no, if anyone else is going to the City game, let them know where you're going to be having a pint or whatever beforehand. Is that true, Casper? I'm not sorry, mate. I'm not questioning you, but you said that they were pronounced dead at the hospital. I haven't read anything about that on Sky, but I could have missed it. And I don't like talking about these things, but if it has happened, it is a situation that we have to address. And I haven't read anything about it, but then again, I'm just looking through really quick now to see if there's anything on Sky about it. Actually, something interesting coming out. FIFA have plans to cap agents' fees and the amount of loans that a club can send players out to. So that's something we can definitely talk about in a while. I'm just scrolling through here just to see if there is anything on that one. I seen there was a fan threw a punch at a police horse, the Portsmouth Southampton game, which is a strange headline to read out. I'm not seeing anything on Sky about the incident, the Arsenal fan, so I can't really say one way or another whatever happened. But if it did happen, sincere condolences. That is a tragedy. There's no other words for it. Luke said, don't know if it's football related. Either way, if somebody lost their lives, I don't know. I'm lost for words. I don't know what to say. I hope it doesn't matter if it was football related or not, to be quite honest. Somebody was stabbed and lost their life, and for that, nothing but love and condolences to the family and everybody involved. It's heartbreaking stuff. Nobody should ever leave their home to go anywhere and not come back. So, love and condolences to the person's family. Have you seen the thing about Liverpool's kit makers? Yes, it seems like New Balance are taking Liverpool to the High Court. I'm not sure if people have seen this. So we all heard about the compete clause or the matching clause that New Balance apparently have in their kit manufacturer deal with Liverpool. And again, this is all just conjecture and I'm not sure if everything's 100%. It has been reported on Sky that they're taking Liverpool to the High Court. I'm just a fan. I've no inside knowledge of this. So all the information I'm giving you now is what I have. I might even find the article and see if I can read it out, because it's probably better if I take their information than my own. So bear with me 1 second. Okay, I'm going to Google this and see if I can't find some information on it. Right, so here we go. Liverpool face court battle with New Balance, their own kit supplier, and this comes from Sky Sports. New Balance claim they have a matching clause in the contract that is due to expire at the end of the season, and Liverpool are eyeing a lucrative deal with Nike. So Liverpool are in a legal dispute with their own kit supplier New Balance amid reports they're about to announce a club record deal with rivals Nike, or Nike depending on which way you pronounce it. A Liverpool spokesperson told Sky Sports News, "We can confirm that our kit supplier New Balance has commenced a legal dispute against the club. We will not be making any further comment during these legal proceedings." Liverpool's current 6-year deal, which is worth £45 million a year, with the New Balance as our manufacturers, is due to expire at the end of the season. The Champions League winners are close to a £70 million a season agreement with American sportswear giant Nike, or Nike again depending on how you want to pronounce it, which will be the most lucrative in the club's history. However, New Balance claim they have a matching clause, which we have heard about before, in their contract, but Liverpool have not given them a chance to equal the financial offer from Nike. As a result, they've filed a dispute at the High Court to try to force Liverpool to continue their sponsorship until the end of the season at least. New Balance is proud to be the official kit sponsor of Liverpool Football Club, said a New Balance statement. That came from The Athletic. Since 2011, when we entered into a record-breaking sponsorship with the club, we have delivered two of the club's biggest selling home kits for Liverpool fans, and we continue to match the ambition and achievements of the club as it grows from strength to strength. As a long-standing and committed sponsor, we are keen to continue our strong partnership with Liverpool Football Club and renew our agreement in 2020 in line with our current contract. We have matched the offer made by Nike. As part of the contract renewal process, LFC has called into question elements of the agreement, and as such we are asking the courts for clarity on this case. Both we and the club are keen to resolve any contractual challenges as quickly as possible and have agreed to an expedited process in the courts. So again, that was taken from Sky Sports News. I like to give credit where it's due. And the statement from New Balance, I believe, was taken from The Athletic, which of course is where Jimmy Pearce is working now. So yeah, what do you guys think on that one? It's never great media when the club are being taken to court by the kit manufacturers, or there is a dispute, I should say, rather than taking the court in the High Court. We all believed and heard about this matching clause that was in the contract, and personally I would rather New Balance than Nike to continue making our kits, but the club, for whatever reason, whether it be financial, whether it be for, I don't know, marketing purposes, whatever reason, the club seem to prefer the Nike deal and want to go ahead with Nike. What do you guys think? Again, this is all just conjecture at this point, but what we do know is both New Balance and Liverpool have commented on this, and it is going to the High Court for some clarification on a few legal issues. Aidan says Nike kits are all the same. It's all about the money. Tell that to the hordes of people who can't get shirts, said Lux. Yeah, look, there is a bit of an issue when you've got Liverpool Football Club saying that they want to clamp down on the manufacturing of fake kits, which you can completely understand. You absolutely can understand that from the club's perspective. They don't want their badge, they don't want New Balance's logo, they don't want all that being put on fake kits that aren't up to scratch as good as the real kits. So you can get that from the club's perspective. But at the same time, as Lux and many other Liverpool fans have pointed out, how many times have you gone on to try and buy a kit, like the goalkeeper's kit, for instance, at the start of the season, and it's fucking sold out, or it isn't there? Or last season, I think they sold out the home kit, or one of the kits at one point or another. There needs to be more available. That's one thing. Maybe this is why the club are leaning towards Nike. Maybe Nike can deliver more kits to Liverpool. I don't know. I genuinely, I'm just guessing here as a fan. But what isn't in doubt is that there have been issues where you can't get kits, where the kits have been sold out. Anybody who looked at that goalkeeper's kit immediately could have told you it was going to be popular, because it's a thing of beauty. It really is. New Balance produced a stunning kit there, but people have been unable to get it, and that may have forced other people to find fake shirts online somewhere and go and get them, and nobody really wants that. But it is a fair point, and it is something that needs to be discussed. If the kits aren't available, people are going to get frustrated. As an example, I wanted to buy the New Balance the black and white training jersey that Klopp often wears, and I haven't been able to get that in the club store for a good while. It seems to just be sold out or not there. They have a kids version available but no adults. So again, if you're going to have these wonderful things and these wonderful shirts that New Balance have made, a couple of beauties, they need to be available for fans to buy. Other words, you may force them into buying fake kits, and nobody wants that. The club don't want that. Most of the fans don't want that. Many people want to support the club and buy from reputable legal channels, but the shit's got to be available. Do you know what I mean? You got to be able to buy the kits. And I've been a massive advocate for New Balance. I think that the stuff that they've made for Liverpool have been fantastic. The little touch with Bob Paisley this year on the home shirt's stunning. I like the trainers that they've brought out as well. The training gear, the shirt that I'm wearing now, I think it's all great. I would rather personally have New Balance than Nike, because I'm not a fan of Nike making football kits. I just don't like them. As people have pointed out, I think a lot of them look the same. And I hope that Nike, if they are going to be a kit manufacturer, will at least show Liverpool, and I'm sure they will, the courtesy and decency to make the different kits, not just a rebrand of another kit with a different colour and just roll out the same shit. We're a different club. We are different. Our fans are different. We're a different breed. And New Balance have shown us that respect. And I'm very well sure Nike will as well, going forward. But over to you guys for your comments on it now. Mark said New Balance can't seem to keep up. Where are we? New Balance can't seem to keep up with the supply. Lots of kits out of stock a lot of the time. Aidan Andrews said Nike could be more beneficial even without the money. Yes, probably. I mean, a massive part of me believes that Nike will open up avenues perhaps for Liverpool to sign calibre of player that maybe we haven't been signing, or certainly open up doors for Liverpool. Let's put it that way. Nike are a very, very powerful sports brand. There's no denying that. What's the worst thing that can happen to us if New Balance are proven right? I'm not a solicitor, Mark. It is absolutely not my place to say. All I know is that what was being put out there, they have a matching clause. So if, let's say, Nike put in a £75 million a year offer, apparently, if New Balance say, hey, we'll give you £75 million a year as well, then the clause seems to be that they get the gig. But as we all know, things are never that straightforward. These type of deals, I can only imagine the legal complications involved in them, and it's far above a person like my intellect, or above my intellect levels, to get involved in this type of shit. So I'm going to sit back like everybody else and wait and see what happens. And I just want the best for Liverpool Football Club, the same as everybody else. Krishna said, from a distribution point of view, especially internationally, Nike makes a lot of sense. A lot more sense, excuse me. Mark Meehan said if we got Nike, we'd go back to light red. I don't know. I love the pepper red colour that New Balance have introduced, by the way. It's beautiful. Liverpool's young guns impressed me tonight, said Gary. The blackout kit too, Aidan said. Yeah, forgot about the blackout kit. I actually bought that myself this season. And I love it. I really do love it. I wasn't a fan of last season's blackout kit, but that's just because I didn't think it looked great with the collar in black, but that was my personal opinion. This season's one, I loved it so much I bought it as soon as it came out. Luke said apparently the yellow goalkeeper's kit last season sold out and never came back in stock. Danny G said, and all shirts have no name or number. I don't know what you mean by that, mate. I might have missed an earlier comment, Danny. Sorry. Finn said, "Did you hear that UEFA are going to add a lower league to the Champions League in 2021?" Yeah, is it the Champions League or is it like a lower Europa League? Because the working title was something like Europa League 2 or something along those lines, wasn't it? But yes, there will be a third European competition coming into play in the coming seasons. I don't think we fucking need it. To be quite honest, I don't think we need another European competition, do we? If you've got the Champions League, the Europa League is struggling to get views anyway, and is struggling to gain much traction and attention. The fact that there's a Champions League place at the end of it is an attraction for some, but they often say, UEFA themselves, that for the finals, apart from when English clubs seem to be involved, they struggle to sell out stadiums and they generally put them in smaller stadiums. I think Windsor Park is going to be hosting the Super Cup actually in 2021 or 2022, which is absolutely amazing for Belfast and Windsor Park, so delighted for them. Wembley are going to be hosting the Champions League final in 2023. I think it's the centenary of the building of the stadium or something like that. It's impossible to get the Liverpool New Balance shoes in South Africa, said Warren Devos. Yeah, I had to send a kit. I bought a kit for a friend at the time. Our podcast as a group bought a kit for a friend at the time who lived in South Africa, and it was a headache. The South African import duty and stuff was a bit of a headache at the time, getting the ship. I meant to say the kit shipped, and I said ship. Getting the kit shipped over, not from the club's point of view, but when it got to South Africa, it became a bit of a headache. So I get where you're coming from. Maverick said, "Blimey, Arsenal. Do we go full strength or put the youth out?" Nope. Let me just squirrel that back around. I don't know. It depends, I suppose, mate, on how we're doing in the league, how players' fitness are, when the fixture falls. New Balance should buy Mbappe and make him Mr. New Balance, said Kate. I like it. Warren Devil said Nike equals Mbappe. Just saying. Hashtag Mbappe 2020. Yeah. Mbappe, I mean, a lot of people want Kai Havertz as well as another player that a lot of people want Liverpool to keep a look at. Obviously Jadon Sancho, somebody who a lot of Liverpool fans would love to see at the club. The Nike kits are more expensive for us fans to buy, said Evil Nadez. They probably will be. Again, just conjecture here, just me guessing, but yes, I would imagine, mate, that the price of the kits might go up a little bit. This season's home kit, the New Balance one, I think was £60 there or thereabouts. Kit sold out as New Balance production and distributor were caught out, said Maverick. Poor. Why Arsenal now, said LJW. It's a home draw though, mate, so it's alright. Dara reckons Arsenal will play a strong team for them because they'll be their only chance of a trophy, which is a good point. And Unai Emery will be under, or probably could be under, a bit of pressure at that point. Yeah, I don't know. What do you do? Do you go semi-strong for us and have a couple of big guns on the bench? I guess we're going to have to wait and find out. Maybe Klopp will talk about a little bit closer to the time. Sinead Brown said it would be good for the League of Ireland teams, for a league like that, which is a very good point, Sinead. It's a very good point. For you know, maybe the likes of Shamrock Rovers, Dundalk and that to play in the European competition. Yeah, it'll get them experience. A fair point. Europa need more cash prize and money and an extra Champions League place, said Maverick. Elijah John 5 said Hoover is only going to get better. Was very impressed with him tonight. Brian Morrissey reckons we should bring back the Cup Winners' Cup. Straight knockout stage. Brilliant competition. That would be interesting, yes. The Cup Winners' Cup, mate. That's a good show. That is a very good show. There was some good games over the years in that. My only European competition we didn't win, alas, lost to Dortmund in the final in the 60s, said Elijah John 5. Klopp is after Fabian Ruiz from Napoli, said Paul Greaves. He's a good player. I'm not sure whether we are or aren't after him, mate. The draw's done. Okay, the draw's done already, mate. Liverpool drawing at home against Arsenal. Chelsea will play Manchester United at Stamford Bridge. Manchester City are at home to Southampton. I think that's about the highlights of the draw, really. Think every Nike store with a massive Liverpool section. That would be class. I don't know. For me, I would go New Balance, Adidas, Nike. That would be my running order, but it looks like it's going to be Nike. City got Southampton at home, Kate, in the draw. Southampton at home. What happened to me at the Orlando game? Not talking about it, mate. It's it's something we've decided that we're not going to talk about. There was hate speech used against us outside. I just want to point out that it was not by an Orlando City fan. I got to make that really clear. Orlando City fans inside and outside the stadium, magnificent. They were bouncing, supporting their team, and that's all I'm going to say to mate, because enough stuff has been put out there about it, and I'm not going to add to it. I know what happened. Connor knows what happened. We'll deal with it the way we decide to deal with it, and we've told our loved ones and families and friends what have happened, and after that, mate, I'll leave it to everybody else. They can say what they want. I'm not going to give it any more credence or any more fire to the flames, so if it's okay, we will leave it at that one. But again, I just do want to point out, nothing against Orlando City fans, nothing to do with them whatsoever. They were magnificent, supporting their team, purple pyros inside the stadium, lovely, nothing wrong with it. But what happened, and we'll leave it at that. Maverick said, Fabian Ruiz, he's a centre-back. No, he's not. He's a midfielder, mate. Boya, how are you, mate? Boya, happy enough with the draw? Gave you a bit of a shout-out earlier on. Away draw. Probably would have preferred a home one. Liverpool obviously playing Leicester, mate, after Southampton, or after Sheffield United on Saturday. So, would love to get you on, Boya, mate, for a preview, if that's alright, before the game. Dara said, congrats to Ireland for beating Scotland in the World Cup. Ireland looked good. Yeah, it seemed to be time that at the right, or it seemed to be coming good at the right time, Dara. Got our ass handed to us by England. A couple of iffy performances, Wales as well, but you know, it's all about coming good at the right time, and it's a great start to the World Cup for Ireland. 27-3 is a great victory over Scotland. What is this? Man United are going to win the league, said Lee. Good man, Lee. You're always good for a laugh, buddy. And welcome in, Lee, by the way. And what do you think of the Chelsea draw for you guys, Lee? Away from home, pretty difficult. You fancy it? What's the most beneficial for us, Nike, New Balance, or whoever puts the most money down on the table? I suppose Casper, mate. And it seems to be Nike by the looks of it. Although New Balance are saying, "Hey, look, we're ready to match Nike." Finn said, "I really want the Liverpool goalkeeper kit, but no stores have it. What do I do?" The Liverpool were going to be restocking it on the club site from October. I think that was the last information I'd seen, mate. So I would say just keep an eye on the club site and maybe just check your local stores as well to see if any of them might be getting it in. How was the American dream, Craig? Florida, as always, we had a wonderful time. You cannot go to the state of Florida without having a great time. We did. Oh, actually, you guys can do me a massive favour. I did a review of the property that we stayed at while we were over there, and it's only a 6.5 minute video, and it is up on the channel now. If you guys could give that a watch for me, give it a thumbs up, and if you are going to think of going to stay in Florida around the Orlando, Davenport area, I can highly recommend the place that we stayed in. You will see from the video quite how nice it was. Had its own private pool, had a pool table, 3 bedrooms, loads of space, internet speeds to die for. Yeah, we did a quick review of the house because we thought it was the right thing to do for the owners, because the booking process was really straightforward. They were lovely to deal with. It's owned by an English couple as well, so you know, really easy to get a hold of them if you want to ring them, no problems. Property well maintained. But just do me one favour, watch that video, tell me what you think in the comment section below. I can't even remember the name of the video right now. It's something like behind the scenes at our Orlando vacation home, something like that. So do check it out. It's a 6.5 minute video. If you can give us a thumbs up, please do. And there is a link as well underneath that video description. If anybody wants to contact the owners to think about booking it themselves, very easy to deal with, really straightforward, lovely couple. Cannot recommend Sam, who's one of the owners, highly enough. John Cable said, already done it, was a great looking place. I've seen the video, the swimming pool looks great, said Dean. Connor said to me that in life now he only wants to make decisions in a swimming pool or on a golf course. Connor basically spent as much time as he could in that swimming pool, floating around, making decisions, shall we say. Aidan Andrews said, never owned any New Balance till they started making our kits. I like them. I like everything that they've done pretty much, mate. Osama's Taste Cave said, Craig is a top dude. Thank you, buddy. Really appreciate your support. Baff said, Arsenal will beat you lot. Okay, mate. Well done. Feel better about getting that off your chest, Baff? Happier? Do you want a hug? Bring it in, buddy. Come on. Bring it in. Get yourself a little bald hug. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. I guess it doesn't really matter. We're European champions. Top of the league. 100% record. Home draw. We'll see what happens, Baff. May the best team win on the night, mate. Mark Mean said, I play in the under 23 pool league. Actually came second last year and I'm 16. Nice. Remind me never to play with pool then, Mark. Craig, I love that. I'm actually thinking of booking it. I'm going over there and I'll email them. Mention us if you email them, Scotty. Just let them know that you came via Anfield Agenda. I'm sure they'd love to know that as well. I've seen the review. Looks like a cool pad and all the footy available. Yeah. I mean, when we were over there, you know, sometimes when you go to a hotel and stuff like that, you get a few English channels or you get a few channels worth to watch and everything. Stuff on demand. All the football we watched over there. You could watch Champions League football. Actually, we watched the Champions League football on the Tuesday with the Tampa Bay Supporters Club. But on the Wednesday, we watched Champions League football in the house. Got the league games in the house. Internet speed was amazing. Netflix was there. Everything that you need. You don't need to bring any linen, towels, everything. Dishwasher. I can't recommend it highly enough. And as you know, I've been to Florida on a few occasions, and if I go back to Florida with my family, that is where we are going, because the estate that it's in is a lovely gated community. Again, I'm bigging up the video a lot here, but just go and have a watch of it. You'll see for yourself. There's footage of the house. It was great. And yeah, from the moment we stepped foot inside the door, we knew we were going to have a good time there. Craig, if you've been out to the Florida Keys, would highly recommend it. Amazingly, darkness, no. I've been all the way down to Miami. And I've been all the way up to the other end of Florida, but I haven't gone all the way down to the Keys. And it is one of my regrets, because anyone who's been have told me how amazing it is. Bath, you don't want the hug? That's alright, mate. It was on offer. Can't do much more than that. But it's alright, mate. If you don't need a hug, you don't need a hood. A hood? Maybe you need a hood, I don't know. But the hug's always on offer, Bath. If you want to come back in, mate, the hug's here waiting for you. What else have we got? Love the energy from Elliott and Warren Devos. He put in a great shift, mate. United stand going to be good tonight to Leighton Andrews. They got through. I'm not sure how Mark will react to that one, but they got through. They got a difficult draw away against Chelsea. We need to beat Sheffield United to go 8 points clear before City play, said James Hardy. Yes, and I'm not a massive fan of these half-12 kickoffs on Saturdays, but our guys got a rest tonight. They're basically the starting 11. None of them even on the bench tonight, so that's good news. Sheffield United are a well organised team. Chris Wilder has them playing good football. They went away and beat Everton 2-0 last weekend. It's not going to be easy, but I'm backing our boys to go there and get the 3 points. And of course, we'll be doing a preview of that as well. Probably do the preview tomorrow night, actually. So I'll give you my guess of the starting 11, score prediction, the usual stuff that we do in the preview. Pacquiao wants to fight Spence if he can't get the Mayweather fight, said Dara. What are your thoughts? I think Errol Spence beats him. I think Errol Spence at the moment is the best in that division. But it'll be a fight I'd watch, Dara. Yeah. What about you? I mean, Errol Spence is. I think he beats Porter, and then I think he just continues to clean up in that division, mate. He's just class. Errol Spence, he really is. Who was man of the match tonight? It was Dean. It was given to Curtis Jones by Sky, and you know what, mate? I can't disagree. I thought Curtis Jones was man of the match myself. Finn wants a hug as well. It's only one hug on offer a day, Finn. Sorry, but you can have a fist bump, mate. There you go. How far is New York from Florida? Might drive. You won't drive it, mate. It's flying time. It's about 3 hours from Boston down to Florida. Now I think New York might be a little bit closer, but you wouldn't drive it, mate. Trust me. You're talking probably an 8, 9, 10, 11 hour drive, I'd guess. Craig, your super chats are not turned on, so I can't buy a pint. Yeah, we turned them off, mate. We demonetized the channel completely because when we were in Florida and Connor was making his business decision in the pool, and we got talking about what we want from the channel, and we got talking about the reason we started the channel, and we started the channel to meet Liverpool fans around the world, and we've covered the cost of the equipment that we needed to buy and stuff like that, so we decided to just make everything free, everything 100% free, no ads anymore. You won't get any ads on our videos, no super chats. All we want you guys to do is come in, watch the videos, enjoy yourselves, comment, let people know about us, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and if you do want to help out in any way, the one small thing that we are still doing is working with Football Index, and there is a link in the description below, and even at that there's a special offer. Click on that link, deposit 20 quid, get 20 quid free. What more do you want? Football Index. It's a great platform, and by signing up to it you do help to keep our content coming, which is the only thing we're doing. Everything else, absolutely. And even at that, it's free. You don't have to do it. Do you know what I mean? You don't have to do it if you don't want to. But if you are thinking of it, if Football Index was something you're looking at anyway, why not just click that link below, get the bonus 20 quid. It'll bring you to a landing page, and that will explain everything. Football Index have it all laid out nice and clear there for you. 18 plus only, UK and Irish residents. And it is a gambling product, gotta say that. Craig, do you do work as outside YouTube if this is just an enjoyable thing? No, mate. No, don't make any money from YouTube. I've never taken a penny wage from YouTube. Yeah, let's just let's just put it at that. But no, I don't do work outside of YouTube. I've a how do I explain this? Actually, do you know what? I don't have to explain it. Let's just put it at that. The reason that I'm not going into any detail, by the way, I'm not just being a dickhead about it, Mark. It's just there's so much shit flying around me on Twitter at the minute and so much false information going around about me that if I even give it credence and even talk about it, I'm giving in to these fuckers and I'm not going to. I'm going to just carry on doing things my own way. And 99% of my life is an open book, but when there's so many threats coming your way, when there's so much false information about you going around, I've just decided not to address it and just carry on doing what we do. And fuck the haters, as always. You know what I mean? Football Index was on the boards of the MK Dons today. They know, Craig. Oh, they know, Mark. I once imported a New Balance kit from the UK to South Africa, and after import duties, it ended up costing double. That was the issue that we were having, Warren, mate. It got to South Africa for the person that we bought the kit for. Delivered, the club got it there, no problem, to the delivery depot, and then customs grabbed it and said, if you want this kit, you've got to pay us X amount at the time. And it pretty much ended up, as you said, nearly doubling the cost of the jersey. So yeah, that's probably the first and last time I send the kit to South Africa. Craig, why are people having a go at you on Twitter? Some people don't like me, Casper. Some people have been trying to take me down for 2 or 3 years, mate. And some people are just saying what they want about me. And if I address these fuckers, I'm giving them the power that I'm not going to give them. So if people don't, I've always said on Marmite, people don't like me or they do like me. I can't make that decision for people. I let people make up their own mind about me, mate, and I ask people to judge me as they take me. So if you like me, great. If you don't like me, I understand that as well. But I just keep doing what I'm doing. I just keep plugging away here, and I don't address them, because why would I give time to people that have no interest in doing anything other than trying to belittle me? So it happens, shit happens. All I can do is be me. Do you know what I mean? All I care about is the opinion of my family, my mates, Connor, and after that, whatever happens, happens. Do you know what I mean? It's all good. Love this channel, Craig. We're fucking massive, said Lone Wolf. Some mad keeping from the MK Dons keeper. Oh boy, Jimmy Milner's goal in particular. I mean, he's going to have nightmares about that one, isn't he? Scotty said, Craig, I'm here for you same as the others, mate. We're all a family. Mate, I've received nothing but support from people on YouTube over the past week. Nothing but support, nothing but love. And for that, I will be eternally grateful. Am I back on Twitter? No, nor will I be. My wife made me make a promise that I will stay away from Twitter because, one, it makes me a little bit angry, and two, it's it can be a toxic place at times. There's so many wonderful people on Twitter as well, don't get me wrong. I've met some amazing Reds on there, but nah, I'm not going back on Twitter because my wife asked me not to, and she's never asked me. When it comes to content and all of this, my wife's only ever been 100% supportive, and it's the only thing she's ever asked of me. So no, I won't be. Anfield Agenda are on there. We're going to be a clips account on Twitter, so we're going to put up the best clips of all our YouTube streams. But no, I've got nothing to do with it. I don't have the password to it. I asked Connor to change it, and he's taking care of it. So yeah, no more Twitter for me. 100% YouTube. This is where all my focus is going to be. Warren Devil said, how are you going to make everything? How are you going to keep the lights on and upgrade your gear? Please take money from YouTube. We're all right as things stand, mate. We've got our equipment. We don't mind funding stuff ourselves as well if we need to save up for other pieces of equipment. And sometime down the line, maybe we will remonetize if things need be. But we're not going to take money for the sake of it, money that we don't need, because as we've said from day one, never been about making a wage, never taken a wage from it. Don't give a shit about money. We set up this channel to meet Reds, to have life experiences, and that's all it's for. And we're going to keep doing that because I believe, and I've always believed, that football fan content should be free. That's just my opinion on it. The likes of the Anfield rap, they charge, and you can understand why they charge, because what they make is fucking amazing. I have nothing but love and respect for the Anfield rap, for Redmen TV, and for people like, they make amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. I'm not that good. We're not that good. We shouldn't be charging for stuff. So we decided to just make everything free. You seem like a genuine guy, Craig. I think I am, Shay. I think I'm a genuine guy, but of course, some people say otherwise. And I don't know what to say. I don't know what else to say about it, mate. I'm just going to carry on being me and just talking and let people say what they want about me, because they've no power over me and I'm not giving them any power over me. So yeah, I'm just going to carry on being me. And I suppose the more the channel gets viewers, the more fume we're going to get. So I don't know, take it as a compliment. I just can't believe people are that sad that they've got nothing better to do with their lives. But hey, I'm lucky. I've got a fulfilled life, so I'm happy. Mark said, I only found this wonderful channel a few months ago, but I think you guys are great. Craig, keep up the great work. Thank you so much, mate. I don't have Twitter, only Instagram, said Big Man Steve. Connor takes care of the Instagram account as well. If you are on Instagram, you want to give us a follow on there. Simply at Anfield Agenda. Really straightforward. What have we got? Staying off Twitter. Wow, we'll miss your tweets, said John. I don't know what to say, mate. When my wife seen the things that you've seen, the threats that were being made, the horrible shit that was being posted, she asked me to stay away from it. And I love my wife and I will do anything to make my wife happy. So yeah, this is much, my wife and this channel is more important to me than Twitter. So it is what it is. I spent many happy years on Twitter, but for my own well-being and to keep my wife happy, I'm just going to stay on. But the good news is I've more time now to make more videos, so you might get a little bit more extra stuff on here, which hopefully that's a good thing. I've been off Twitter a week now. It's toxic, addictive and full of stupid drama, said Dean. There definitely is drama on there from time to time, mate. But I won't knock Twitter all the time, because as I said, I've met some wonderful, wonderful people on Twitter. People that I will probably be friends with for the rest of my life. But what I will always make clear is that nobody, and I mean nobody, is going to stop us doing this. Nobody. You won't run us out of town. You won't close us down. You won't threaten us into giving up. It's just not going to happen. I've been through too much shit in my life to let a couple of dickheads stop us. So if people don't like me, I respect that decision. I don't go around bad mouthing anybody. I go around and do my own business. Let other people spread the hate. I'll keep on doing what I do on here and hope that you guys like it, because I love doing it. Keep up the good work. Support for the channel as usual, said Pat. Thank you so much, Pat. As long as you've got a roof over your head, you're doing enough, and make sure you're doing well for your family, said Mark. That's all I want in life, mate. As you said, you want a roof over your head, everybody to be healthy, and the rest is just noise. Do you know what I mean? Love the channel, Craig. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. Bagsy said, opinions on United almost losing to Rochdale. Or have we talked about that? No, we haven't actually talked about it much at all. They scraped through on penalties. I suppose the history books, all that matters is that they got through. They got a difficult tie now away at Chelsea in the next round. I don't know who they got or who they started with. Sorry, I didn't see United starting 11, so I don't know if they went strong. What I do know is they finished with Pogba on the pitch anyway. That much I'm sure of. Great save, Kelleher on the line, said Matthew Furlong. Wonderful with his legs, mate. Absolutely wonderful save. Lens-based media said, a positive Twitter post, lots of good work from Blue Nose Neville Southall and the work he does promote mental health issues. Yes, Big Nev does brilliant stuff on there and nothing but love to him. Is Harvey Elliott our most promising young player? Is he going to make it at Liverpool? Is he going to make it? I would say yes, 100%. Briefcase wanker. It sounds weird calling you that, but that's your name. 16 years of age. It's frightening. I mean, yes, you can say he's amazing. Curtis Jones is fantastic. Ryan Bruce is going to be a massive talent as well. It's good times ahead, and I was so happy for those guys tonight that they went out there and got those 3 points, got the win and got through to the next round. Oxford beating West Ham 4-0, Dean. That is a massive shock, isn't it? 4-0. What a result for Oxford. Scotty said Pogba started, Craig, but that was their only good player. What have we got? Brian Morris said Twitter, the non-football coin, was brilliant and still can be, but it's just not a happy place these days. Like you said, some amazing people on there. Yeah, there are. I don't want to keep going back over it, but there's some brilliant people on Twitter and on every form of social media. This just happens to be the part that I'm enjoying the most, and I'm going to continue to do this. Neuer's in a bad way. 16-year-old scored against them tonight. Or Man United's in a bad way. Sorry, 16-year-old scored against them tonight. Can you say she sells seashells on the seashore? That's about as quick as I can do it, Yusuf. We got 3 top goalies, one of which is world class, like Craig Adams. Quality, isn't it? Quality. I mean, for Adrian to come in, to be dropped in so quickly as well, and to put in the level of performances that he has, and then for young Queevin Kelleher to come in tonight and keep a clean sheet as well, that will be a massive boost for him. From what I've seen of Harvey Elliott, he's amazing at passing, said Bagsy. 16. 16! And he's doing what he's doing. Quality. Casper said, any stream on Friday? Yes, I'll be back tomorrow, mate. 9:30, late night agenda. Friday night as well, Saturday for the game. Yeah, keep going right through. The only days that I don't do is, we're Tuesday. What did we got? Joseph Manuel said, I think Brewster needs to work in his overall play. Not strong enough, and link-up play was poor today, but a top young talent and will get better and better. Harvey Elliott and all caps said WJ Davies. He was amazing tonight, mate. But Curtis Jones stole the show for me. There's many bad pricks who just love to see you unhappy. Again, I would hate to be of that mindset, mate, to be that negative all the time. I just don't give them any credence, mate. I just carry on with my life and let people say what they want to say about me. At the end of the day, I can't stop people from saying what they want to say, so why fucking bother addressing them? I'd rather be on here talking to you guys about Liverpool and having fun than living in that squalor of negativity. Just not my cup of tea at all. Young Kelleher was boss, said Gary. 16 years, 174 days, youngest Liverpool player, said Dean. Love this channel, said Brian Kelly. Thank you, mate. Love you too. Boris Johnson lied to the Queen. Doesn't surprise me. Casper. Bojo is... he wouldn't be my favourite person in the world, but UK politics is not my business. I'm an Irishman. Has any of the young guns earned a place in the 12:30 kickoff? Said Graham. I don't think so, mate. If nothing else, from a recovery time point of view, and the fact that we rested all the players probably shows we're going to go strong. Full strength, of course, on Saturday. But they've done themselves no harm whatsoever. And Curtis Jones will definitely be in the manager's mind. Harvey Elliott, I keep saying 16. And Brewster, look, wasn't his best day today, but Ryan Brewster, there's no doubt in his talent. Ryan Brewster's going to be a superstar. Am I being too critical and thinking Joe Gomez was out muscled quite a few times tonight? Ring rust, maybe. I thought he'd done okay. I suppose we all can see things differently, mate. I thought Degsy Lovren in the first half was out muscled a few times, particularly in the air. It could have been ring rust in both of them, mate, as you said, but clean sheet kept nonetheless. Do we have the 3 best goalkeepers in the league? All 3 are amazing, said Doug. I think we're being a bit biased if we say that, mate. I mean, there are some fucking good goalkeepers in the Premier League. But we've got 3 good ones at the club. I think that much we can definitely say. Gomez looked sharp and solid, said Joseph Manuel. Ellie hit the crossbar twice. The second one was so close, mate. I don't know what to say for him. He did everything but score tonight. Dean said Hoover, Jones, Elliott on the edge of the first team. I would agree. I think all 3 did themselves no harm at all tonight. When Hendo retires, who would you personally choose as captain? It depends. I mean, you've mentioned Trent and Van Dijk, and I can't really disagree with you on either, mate. I mean, I think Trent is definitely a future Liverpool captain. Hendo probably has 2 or 3 years left in him. I don't know. One of those 2 is a good shout, though. Harvey Elliott and Curtis Jones will make the bench on Saturday, said Gary Richards. Thoughts on Keita's game? It was always going to be difficult for him, Armin, coming back from an injury like that. I thought as the first half wore on, he came into the game a bit more. He was shown for the ball in the first 50 minutes of the second half as well. It'll take him a while to get back up to speed, but it's an hour under his belt and it's more match fitness in those legs of his. So yeah, I'm just looking forward to having him back available to Jurgen Klopp, mate, because I really do rate Naby Keita a lot. Not much service for Brewster tonight, so can't judge his performance. Harvey Elliott, just wow, I'm speechless. His weaker foot is still strong, which is brilliant. I think you're spot on, Craig, about Ryan Brewster. It's very hard to judge him tonight because he's a poacher, he's a goal scorer, and he will score goals. So I agree 100% with everything you've said there, mate. What did you think of Dejan Lovren today? Asked Casper. I thought he got better in the second half. First half, he made me nervous a few times. I think it's fair to say he's definitely fourth choice centre back as things stand. Can I do the Dele Alli challenge? I tried it years ago, last season at some point, and I eventually got it because I found a cheat to do it on Twitter or somewhere. Dean said 28,651 attendance tonight was a record for the MK Dons, which is, the Reds rock up in town. But yeah, well done to all the MK Dons fans and showing up in such numbers, and the travelling Reds, of course, as well. Hoover was great at right back, said Gary Richards, and he got a goal, mate. And how well did he take that goal? I mean, the timing of the run, the strength of the jump, and the power behind the header, it was just quality from him. What have we got? Robertson would be good captain as he does for Scotland, said Scotty as well. Yeah, another good shout there. Robbo is definitely captain material. I just think if it was, say, tomorrow, as an example, it would probably, well, it might be Milner actually, but Van Dijk probably, but Trent looks like he should be a future Liverpool captain. Look, ladies and gents, I'm going to call that one a night. It's been a pleasure, as always, to watch that game with you guys, to go through the draw. And just to recap, Liverpool beat MK Dons by 2-0. A goal from James Milner in the first half and a goal from Keanu Hoover in the second half. Liverpool have also been drawn at home to play Arsenal in the fourth round of the Carabao Cup. Other notable fixtures are Manchester United away against Chelsea and Manchester City at home against Southampton. I will be back tomorrow at 9:30 for the late night agenda as always. If you've enjoyed the stream and you haven't yet subscribed, please do hit that button and give the stream a thumbs up as well. And if you get 6.5 minutes spare later on, please do go and watch our review of the holiday property that we stayed in. And thank you so much. Look, as always, ladies and gents, enjoy the rest of your night or the morning wherever you are in the world. We really do appreciate your support on the channel. Take care of your families, tell your loved ones that you love them, and up the motherfucking Reds. Love to you all.